Guys, this is Jamie Tallulah, and I am here with the first edition of my new series. I am going to be doing retro and vintage crochet knit video book reviews. As you know, I love to go to the thrift stores, and if I can find a craft book, crochet book, knit book, I love it. Especially from, you know, back in the day. So, I'm not sure, you know, we have vintage, then we have retro, and da-da-da-da-da-da. So I'm just going to go through some books that I have and show you flip throughs a few, and then I'm going to keep doing that as time goes on. So this is episode 1 of the Vintage Retro Crochet and Knit book. So I just have a stack of books here, so we're not going to go through all of them, but just to give you an idea of all kinds of things that you can find in your thrift store. Now, these actually weren't thrift store finds here. These were actually grab bag finds. But the rest of these, plus a slew of other things that I have, are. So I'm just going to go through a couple. I'll go through these, let's see. In this episode, we'll go through these 3 Afghan books. So, thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please definitely thumbs up, subscribe, leave some comments, share the video, let other people know that's going on, and we'd love to have everybody around. So, I'm going to start with this first book. And it is the Afghan book. Okay. The Afghan book. It is produced by Leaisure Arts. It is from 1975. So if you consider 60s and 70s retro versus vintage, definitely. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Afghan patterns. And it's just beautiful. I love them. I also like to get these books mainly because there's a lot of patterns that they have that you don't see anymore. So it's pretty interesting to go back and look. And then, of course, you know, they have your typical everything. Granny squares, which is awesome because of the size of the granny square. You know, just simple. Who doesn't like a granny square blanket, right? Then they have this lovely blanket here in the little baubles. And this looks very easy to make, but very, you know, elegant in retro. Okay, they have a pattern here to show you how to do the flower motif in the other one. This is cute, especially if you have like a little boy. Well, girls can like sailor stuff too, but if you have like a little boy and you want to do a little sailor blanket, this is very cute. And it gives you the pattern, the grid over here, which is really cool because it's basically single crochet, and then each one is just like cross stitch. Okay, so actually it is cross stitch on a single crochet. Very cool. They have this one, which they show you the pattern previously. And so it has 2 lovely patterns. And then we have this one. I absolutely love this one. This is one I actually want to make because I'll never be able to make every single one. This one too, my dears. Look at this one. This is an awesome looking blanket. And as many crochet patterns as I have seen recently, I haven't seen this pattern. I mean, and it looks wonderful. So that's why picking up these books is awesome. Besides, it's 25 cents. At least at my craft store here. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Can you see that? That's beautiful. That pattern is beautiful. Here's this one, which is a plaid. Gives you the patterns for that. And then, of course, you have the instructions, and they give you picture instructions. That's also something that I think is interesting about some of the books from the old days, quote unquote. You get more information. To me, it seems like you get more information in the books that you have. Okay, and then you have the 2 on the back. So an awesome book. Like I said, it's called the Afghan book, leaflet 63. Back in the day, it was $3.50, and I paid $25. So, totally awesome. Totally love, love, love blankets. They take so long to make, you guys, but I love them. Alright, so our next book for this episode is the Extra Easy Instructions. Gotta love extra easy instructions, right? And it says, I have to turn around so I can see it. It's Leisure Arts, Reversible Afghans to Crochet, leaflet 130. And this is the person's address it came from. I haven't been able to get it out. Totally love both of these blankets. And it's just a leaflet, so there's not a ton of Afghans. I believe there's 4. So you have the 2 on the front and then the 2 on the back. Which totally love this one. I would change the colors, but I love that. Let's see what else do we have in here. Of course, it gives you some information on how to do fringe if you don't know how to do fringe. Some conversion chart information here. Once again, it gives you some figures on both pages, which is always helpful. And this one even gives you a ruler on the edge, which they don't always do. So that is our second book for this episode. And I will do one more so you're not here forever and a day. This one is a Bernat Afghan Contemporary and Traditional Styles. We're still in the retro versions. Book number 132. Look how thick this book was. And it was $150. Back in the day. You could tell it's back in the day. Look at this chick's hair. Oh yeah. Okay. So we have this. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 patterns at least from here. And then once again they give you a little cross stitch pattern for your single crochet. So if you like to crochet and do, this is cool too. They have like these little half pages where you can see the pattern that you're going to have up close. So that's a very cool idea, this half page. They do it again here. Here's the blanket. And then they give you a close-up of the weave, which I think is always helpful because, and this is knit and crochet, because you can't always see what they're talking about. And a picture is always helpful. Once again, the detail as well as this one. I think this is so cute. So I want to make some of these squares. That's a cute one. Granny squares. The only thing about that is you got to sew all them suckers together. Here they go with that half page. Love it. With the chart on the back. And then here's the 2 Afghans that they charted for you. So you have that one at the top and this circle one at the bottom. See, and these are both very simple. And then you have something else, and like this one. How gorgeous is that? Okay, that is a gorgeous blanket. Sarah Hepworth. So that is a gorgeous blanket, right? Have not seen it in the colors. This one is a lovely blanket. There's the detail again of the square. And then the blanket itself. This one looks relatively easy to do. I like that one. And here we have this one. This is gorgeous. And then another one of the single crocheted and then embroidered. And then see, another thing is they have each strip done, and you could just do one strip or you could do one flower and just repeat that pattern. So there's so many ideas that you can get just by looking at these old books. Okay, like this. Very upholstery-like. Which means I probably would not do a whole blanket in that. But it would be very pretty to do like one strip. And you could change the colors out. This is a very cute blanket. Look at that. And that one. And then they have this adorable one here. How cute are the nutcrackers? So you could do that. This one's knitted, I think. This is gorgeous. I want to make this one. And this is awesome. They don't have a color picture for this one, and I don't know why. But this is very cool. I've seen the interlocking idea, but I've not seen it in this pattern. So there's the close-up of it. And I read through the directions, and the directions are quite simple. Okay, you have this one, like schlumpy yarn. This one I think is cute. I love this detail here. You know, and you could go to town with it. And then it shows you the detail again. These two. Has a half page again. And then more information on the back. And then it gives you some abbreviations and this and that at the end. And then, of course, you have the final cover. So, thank you for the first episode, coming to join me for the first episode of Retro Vintage Crochet Knit. And I shall see you in the next one. Bye!